Alright, there's another video for 2HT about exercise 77. It says Kathleen rolls 2 dice, make a 6x6 grid and write down the product of the numbers on the dice in the boxes. So I made that one over here, as you can see. If you roll a 1 and a 1, then the product of those two numbers is 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. But for example, if you roll a 4 and a 2, then 4 times 2 is 8. That's why it says an 8 there. So all of these numbers are the products of the dice that you roll. So you have the 2 dice and then you multiply them with each other. So this was question A. Question A was make this grid. So if you made this, then you're finished with the question A. And then for B it says calculate the probability that the product is 12. Alright, so let's see here. Where do we see 12? Well, for example, if you roll 6 and 2, here we have 12, right? So that's one of them. Let me just make a little cross there. This is another one, right? And this is another one, and this is another one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways to get 12 as the product. So if I want to calculate the chance of that happening, I use a P. The P stands for probability. And then here I write down what I want to calculate. I want to calculate that the product is 12. Now we can see that happens in 4 different ways in this schedule here, and in total we have 36 grids, right? Because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6 is 36. Now if you calculate this, then we get 0.111, and we always round this off to 3 decimal places. So this was exercise B, and this was exercise A, and now we're going to do exercise C. It says here, calculate the probability that the product is less than 15. Alright, so let's count where we see that the product is less than 15. Right, we see here 15, there are also 15, and everything here is like bigger. So all of these, they're all smaller. Well, I think this is just shorter to count, so I'm going to count 15 and bigger and then do 36 minus that. Right, because here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Right, so I see 13 different things where it's 15 or bigger, and 36 minus 13 is 23. So here we have to do 23 over 36. Alright, so we calculated the product is less than 15. So you have to write it down. Product is less than 15. That happens in 23 out of 36 things here in this schedule. So 23 divided by 36 is 0.639. And this is how you calculate that. Then we're going to go to question D. Here it says calculate that the product is odd. Alright, so we need to calculate the probability that the product is odd. Odd means uneven, so like 1 or 2 or 3, right? So let's see where we see that happening over here, right? Because yeah, we can just first I'll just make a symbol here. I'll put a little D at the places that is correct, or you can just count them because it's not that much, right? Here we have this one, right? So 1, 2, 3, and here we don't see anything, right? So then 4, 5, 6, and here we don't see anything, and then 7, 8, 9, and here we don't see anything. So it's only 9 out of 36. Which makes sense, because if you want the product to be odd, that means that both of the dices need to be odd. And here we have odd numbers and even numbers, so a couple of things can happen, right? You can have even times even, odd times even times odd, or odd times odd. And only in that last one, the product will be odd. So that's why it's a 25% chance. That's why 9 divided by 36 is 0.25. Alright, so the chances, we don't write them down as a percentage. You don't say it's 25% chance. Now we write the probability down as a decimal number, and that's what we do here. Alright, so this was exercise 77. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.